Morning, everybody. Getting ready to milk cows. It's about 4:15 in the morning right now. So we've had the flex stalls in for a couple weeks now. Cows seem to be really liking them. So watch this cow stand up. Come on, get up. So that's the biggest advantage there. When they go to stand up, a lot of times they'll lunge to the one side a little bit. Just has some give for them, and I think they really appreciate that. Those of you who've been watching for a while might have remembered, towards the beginning we've been using these foamers for pre-dip, and we switched away from that earlier this year to a chlorine dioxide dip, and we were actually hand dipping it. So we're actually back to the old way. We're foaming the hydrogen peroxide pre-dip now again. We were having some snag cell issues and found that this wasn't really changing much when we made the changes with the dips. So we're back to the old way. We think this actually works a little better for us. So we ended up making some adjustments. We had the guys out and they adjusted the vacuum levels and the pulsators a little bit, which are up here. We're hoping that change will improve things. We think it's getting a little better now, so we're kind of still trying to figure that out. So we're back to using our old pre-dip, but we are still using the chlorine dioxide post-dip. The post-dip kills bacteria that would be on the teat. There's a little film of milk that would still be there, and that would be a great place for bacteria to grow. So it's going to prevent that, and it also has lotions in it, so it's going to keep the teat healthy. You want to have healthy teat ends, and that way they'll stay away from infections. We'll let these cows out. Go, girls. Pen 1 has 39 cows, so 3 sides of 13. We just got the third side in there, and Megan's gonna work at milking those while I got the second group. The parlor holds 14 cows, but with the bigger groups like Pen 1, the cows hardly fit in. To get 14 is pretty tough, so we just do 13, and then we have the one milker we can skip. Then group 2 is our heifer group. They're 2 years to 3 years old, and they're smaller. So what we do is we keep 44 cows in here, and we can actually get 2 sides of 15 and a side of 14. This group we would never put the flexible stalls in, just because these cows are just learning how to use stalls and they're smaller animals. They don't really need the extra space, and we also don't want them to develop bad habits of laying against the stall. So like that cow, she just got up, she didn't even touch the metal at all. Let's see if this one does. Yeah, so it's really easy for them to get up. It's not really a problem. What's up, 602? Group 2 is out. Now we're going to close the middle gate. And then open up group 1 to let these cows back in. This is group 2 going over, and then we have the return lane on this side. This is the pen 1 cows coming back. So we're milking the first side of pen 2, and Megan got one started early towards the end here, and we're gonna have to double up a milker because we got 15 cows. I'm chasing the last of pen 2 out to their group. So right now in pen 1, there's a cow laying down in every single stall. They don't do this every morning. Kind of worked out good while I'm making a video this morning that they did this, but they definitely like these flex stalls and are using them. See, now we have three extra cows in this group that don't have a stall, so that's not ideal. But normally there'd be feed here. They ate it all this morning, so there's nothing to eat. My uncle's working a mix and feed now, so he'll be out here soon with a fresh batch of feed. This is group 4 I'm getting now, and I'm coming around looking at this water, so I'm gonna need to clean this up, dump the water out. We have 2 watering troughs in each pen. There's one at each end of the stalls. So if this does happen, they still have access to water. I always check them every time I'm going around and milking to make sure everything's working, they're not leaking, and they're clean. These troughs are so nice. They clean up really easily, stainless steel, and that dumping function, that's really handy just for quick cleaning. So we got done with the milking, everything's cleaned up, and now I was just checking some cows in the special needs pen. This cow, she has a low-grade fever right now. Yeah, I just took her temperature, so I'm gonna give her some aspirin. These are cow aspirin. You can see how big these are. I'm gonna give her 4 of these pills, and it should help her just feel a little bit better. She is eating a little bit now, so that's good to see. So I got the pill gun here. I just went and had some breakfast. It's a little bit of a miserable day today. This whole week has just been cloudy and kind of a mess. Not sure how much rain we've had. Not sure if the gauge was emptied before it or not. It says over 2 inches on here. We have the truck scheduled to be inspected today, so we need to take this out first thing to the garage. It's less than a mile away, so it's pretty handy. I guess Dad will pick me up. I'm not sure what he's gonna use though, because I'm using the truck. That worked. We're gonna head to the heifer farm now, just down the road. We got a bunch of manure to scrape and then bedding to do. So I'm gonna take the skid loader with some shavings, and Dad's gonna take the Kubota down. We keep our heifers from ages 10 months through 22 months or so at this farm. And as you can see, it's getting a little sloppy, all this rain. We gotta get this scraped into the pit and then put bedding in that barn and that barn down there. So all these heifers could go out into the meadows. We got a bunch of pasture around, but now with all this rain, it's too muddy, so they gotta be penned in. They have it set up pretty nice for manure. There's a pipe running underneath down to that lagoon right outside there. While Dad is working at the scraping, I need to climb these 2 silos because every so often the unloaders need to be moved down after we feed off a section. So I'm gonna have to go up here and check, see where we're at. This is the haylage silo. It's gonna be dark. I'm not sure I'll be able to show you anything up here. The haylage silo was too dark. Got that one moved down. Now we're in the silage silo. You can see how far down the feed has come already. It's the end of October now. We didn't have it crazy full, but it does go down pretty fast at the very beginning because of how lightly packed the feed is, but now we're getting down into the more packed feed. I'm just gonna go ahead and open up this next door. We'll move the gooseneck down, and this chain needs to be moved down, and then the cord. There's a door every 4 feet. Just have to move everything down 1 door at a time. And I like to reclose the doors so that we're ready for filling next year. This unloader just rotating around, taking off 1 layer at a time every day. Keeps the feed fresh. And it works pretty good once you get everything working. Don't have to be up here too often other than moving the doors down. This silo is 20 feet in diameter, 72 feet tall. And I'm gonna climb down. Looks like Dad's making some progress here. My wife watches all my videos, which is nice of her, but she finds the liquid manure absolutely disgusting. So now we'll bring all the heifers out of that barn into here, and then we can scrape the lower barn. While my dad's scraping that barn, I'm gonna chase all these heifers out of this barn over to the scrape alley as well. This pen's in need of a couple bales of bedding. Come on, girl. Head out there, come on. Now the lower barn's ready for bedding. Put the wood shavings in that one. I like this barn more for the heifers just because I think the full bed pack is more comfortable, a little bit easier to keep clean. We can use the bales in here. The other barn we use the shavings because of how awkward it is to try and spread bales around. let him do as much of the work as possible, and then I'll push a little bit around after. So I was wearing these bad boys before it was cool. Problem is now I can't find these anymore. I like these type of masks and can't get them. Still using some bales left over from last year. We have all these we just harvested. I think they're happy. I'm happy because that job's done. Dad is washing up the skid loader there. It's not good to have the skid loader be all dirty when you want to go feed cows with it. We had a bunch of calves this week. And this cow this morning, we noticed she was starting after milking, just put her in this pen. Looks like she had the calf. Looks like a bull calf, I'm just guessing it's a bull. Yep, bull calf. So this cow can be put into the special needs pen now. And then we'll milk her this afternoon and feed the calf. I was gonna let this cow out into the pen out here, and I noticed she seemed a little bit shaky. Pretty sure she's a little low in calcium right now. Her ears feel cold, which means her circulation's down. So this is CMPK. It's calcium, some other nutrients, but the most important one is calcium. We're gonna give this to the cow. So we're gonna give an IV of calcium. So Dad, what exactly is this cow dealing with right now?
Okay, well this cow is number 458. She just had a calf this morning, and sometimes after they have a calf, since they're really trying to make milk, their calcium gets low in the blood and they get actually weak, and sometimes if it's bad enough they won't even be able to stand. They're too weak.
We call it milk fever.
We call it milk fever, and it's actually one of the more fun things to treat, because usually after you put calcium in the veins they get strength in about 15-20 minutes, and then they can get up and they're usually okay. If we have our pre-fresh ration the way it should be, we rarely have trouble with this. Now sometimes we do anyhow, and for some reason or another, so we're going to give her a bottle of calcium, and we feel like she's a little bit weak. She's not down, but she's a little weak. Do you want me to get the vein, or are you going to?
Yeah, I can let you get it.
We'll get the air out of the line. So what I do is I put my hand on the one side of the vein, and then it kind of bulges out. Oh, she didn't like that.
Yeah, I gotta get that tighter, I guess.
Let me get this vein now. It's right here. See how it comes out, the blood. Now we'll open it up. So this solution that we're putting in, it's majority of it's calcium, but it also has some other things in, like
CMPK, magnesium, potassium, or yeah, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium.
And majority of it's calcium.
All right, it's in the tube.
And maybe come out a little bit.
There you go, girl. We'll have to keep an eye on her, make sure she's eating, and she'll probably be all right. So this is a good sign. The first thing she did when she came into the pen was grab to the trough to eat, so that means she's feeling good. So Casey's waiting here to see if there's a mouse behind these. She loves mice. Let's see if there's one. Nothing. Here, Casey, get it! I'm getting started with the feed mixing now. It's the last thing I need to do for today, so I'm gonna go ahead and shave the bunker. First thing you do is the dry cow batch. It's all finished, just mixing a little bit. I'm gonna go run it out right now. It is just before 5 o'clock right now, and I'm done for the day. I'm kind of excited. I'm actually heading to the mountains in northern Pennsylvania with my young adult group from church, so I'm actually off for the next couple days. It's gonna be nice. All right, thanks a lot for watching. I think I might set a goal of trying to hit 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's kind of an ambitious goal. I'm not sure we're on pace for that, but if you guys could subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, that'd be great. Either way, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later.